Hey guys, guten Abend aus Deutschland, good evening from Germany. During my 1 week that I didn't post because Amber hadn't posted, I also got a whole bunch of requests to react to Chantal. And I'm trying to stay away from her because she creeps me out when she I think consciously, but it's actually unconsciously looks away when she puts food in her mouth and she rolls her eyes. And that's all strange to me. But I wanted to respect your wish and your inquiries. And so I'm going to tell you what I think of what she's been doing lately. I do keep an eye on her here and there through a couple of reaction channels that either just comment on what she's doing or react live in, air quotes to what she's doing. And so here's my take on what she is doing. Totally aside from the fact um, what she did in Canada, which was unbelievable, and all the lies she told while she was there, and then the Cuba rage.
I'll be as sweet as pie tomorrow. Oh, you know it. You know I'm gonna manipulate the fuck out of you, and you're gonna eat it up, and you're gonna watch me.
I mean, that statement alone completely disgusted me. And just for that, if I had been a subscriber, which I never have been, I would have unsubscribed and never watched her again. But again, I'm not into her all that much. But there are a lot of similarities between Amberlyn Reed and Chantal Marie or Foodie Beauty. And what I recently saw is this. So she moved from Canada to Kuwait. I don't know what is going on with that guy, if he's autistic or just challenged in some other ways, but he has no social skills. They both have no chemistry, so I'm not sure what they're doing, what Chantal is trying to convey here. If she's happy, more power to her, but I'm not getting that from her. I don't get that she's happy. I think she kind of drove her life against the wall in Canada, so she had to come up with something. A dramatic step was to just completely leave her country and start a new life. Um, of course, she couldn't see coming what would happen with BBJ and, all the drama with the reaction channels. But let's just say, okay, so she wanted to change her life. She moved to Kuwait. For somebody that hates heat, I'm not sure what she's doing over there, as well as taking a vacation in Thailand. Now, I heard that she did that because she had to leave the country for visa reasons. I'm not sure about that. I don't even believe that she's married to that Syrian guy. There are so many things I cannot relate to, and that is how she eats. She eats like an animal. She has, just like Amber Reed, she has admitted to having all kinds of health issues. And then in one of the latest mukbang, she does one mukbang after another with fast food after announcing she wouldn't do fast food anymore. I mean, she's just, it's ridiculous. It's a waste of time actually to follow what she's doing, because all she does is post one mukbang after another and talk shit, in the sense of it not making any sense, it not being logical. When she did the live stream, I watched a whole bunch of that, when she was complaining and crying about her life, about not being able to drive around alone. Um, that is weird. I could never imagine that, but she wanted a different life, so she's got it. So maybe she had to live that life for a while to realize that that's not her thing. But if you wanted to believe anything she said in the live stream, which I did, she told the truth more than she did in all recent videos, where she said that she feels like she cannot be the wife that Salar needs. I totally believe that, because if you look at what what a Muslim man is looking for in a woman. She doesn't have any of the qualities. Um, but then again, love is a mysterious thing, and love makes you blind. And so I don't know if the whole thing is just fake. I don't know if Solar has any hidden agenda in being with her. Maybe he thought that she's a big YouTuber and he can get some money out of it, or maybe not. I do not know, and frankly, I don't care. But Chantal comes off as very dishonest, and she's just like Amber. She's lying to herself and to her audience. And I believe that the only choice she has, if she's really interested in getting better, is to go back to Canada, take advantage um, of the health system there, healthcare system, and get some therapy, going, because she has to start becoming self-aware, which she sounds like sometimes, but she's not. Um, in order to fix what is ailing her. But neither Amber nor Chantal are interested in that. They both just talk shit on their channels. They sound like, sometimes, they sound like they know what they're doing, but they don't. They don't. All you need to do is look at their channels and how they alienated people and infuriated the audience, and how they're just desperately trying to hang on to views, because they have no personalities. The fact alone that both of them try to justify, I mean, Chantal more now than Amber, eating on camera at a weight of what, in Chantal's case, maybe 500 pounds, and in Amber's case, around 600. Um, I don't get why Chantal does so many mukbangs. I would like to believe that most of them have been demonetized, or even maybe even partially demonetized. The ones that I watched, I reported, and I actually watched them on her channel, which I never do on Amber's channel. I gave her the view, but I also reported her for um, harmful behavior, and I put in the notes in the comments of my report, that she's been eating herself to death since creating that channel, and it's pretty obvious. And Amber's done the same thing, but since Chantal has decided to do a lot of mukbangs, I mean, one after another. Sometimes it feels like she does two a day, so she orders a lot of food. I don't know how Solar looks at that, wasting all that money when he was probably looking for a wife that would save money by cooking at home. I don't know about that. Um, the interactions between them seem forced. They have no apparent chemistry. When he says something, it sounds like he's reading it from a piece of paper, and so I have no idea what they're doing, and who this is benefiting. Maybe the both of them. Who knows? But I'm not getting that vibe from them. I'm getting that Chantal has made a big mistake in moving away from Canada, but she believed, probably, just like she believed that when she goes to Cuba, her problems will stay in Canada. That didn't happen, because no matter where you go on the planet, and I've experienced that myself, you're bringing your problems with you, because you have your head with you, your thoughts with you, your emotions with you. And so by now, Chantal should have actually realized that that doesn't work. And she is obviously miserable in Kuwait, and she was in Thailand. I've thought there for a little bit that she would have a stroke walking around like that in this heat, dressed the way she is. But thankfully she made it out of there alive. But now she's back in Kuwait in her air-conditioned apartment, and she's still sweating, and she looks miserable to me, even if you completely ignore the fact that her skin is very unclear, um, because of all the fast food and the salt-laden foods, just like Amber is, ingesting. Her eyes look dead. They look so dead. She looks so unhappy, and it seems like she doesn't know what to do with her life and how to go on. I think maybe if she went back to Canada, if even for a vacation, to take a breather, to take the hijab off, and go for drives, and into the mountains maybe, and reflect on things a little bit. Maybe something would come to her. I hope she's gonna do it, because I don't see her getting better in that environment. And I know she's trying. I mean, I give her a benefit for trying, to sound happy, to point out the positive things for her audience so that they're not worried about her. But I believe that she's not happy and she should get out of there. And with Salar, again, I don't know what his deal is, what his reason is for being with a woman like that, and what his plan is for the future. Um, I also don't get why they just bought another car since they had just recently bought a car. This time it's an SUV. I'm assuming it's because the car that Salar had, Chantal had problems fitting into. Maybe the AC wasn't good enough. I don't know. But yeah, so he needs another one. Maybe he is an Uber driver. Who knows? Um, I'd have to lie to you guys to say that I care enough to even think about that. But the energies I'm getting from her videos, especially her mukbangs, and when she's walking around, is that she's very unhappy, very dishonest, and lying to herself and her audience about what is going on. And just like with Amber, I have a very strong feeling that they're both gonna go the way Life by Jen did, completely delulu, completely unable of fixing their problems and getting to the root of their problems. And so all there's left to do is either stop watching Chantal or making peace with the thought that she's gonna go this way. I mean, just imagine sitting on the floor in front of a table and shoveling the food in. She does it. That is so pathetic. I can't even watch that for long. That's why I only watch like compilations, or um, where people talk briefly about what happened in that video. But yeah, and one thing I wanted to comment on is in one of the recent mukbangs, Chantal said that every one of us has a past, and we have to get past it or live with it. Yeah, but we didn't film it, and we didn't monetize it and clickbait with it and make a fool out of ourselves on the internet. And so that is the difference between Chantal and us. Somebody that has used everything, just like Amber did, has used everything to clickbait and monetize drama or really cringy things in their lives. They have to live with the fact that that will follow them for the rest of their earthly existence, and they cannot compare themselves to us, because we don't do that. We have, most of us have real jobs, incomes. We don't have to sit in front of the camera and try to convince people that we're not killing ourselves when we're continually gaining weight. I mean, that thought alone, if YouTube really paid attention to these two ladies only, there are so many more popping up now too. But if they paid attention to that, then they would yank them off the platform in no time. I don't see any reason why they should monetize their food addiction and continue to desperately justify to themselves and the audience why they should continue overeating the way they do. I mean, I'm an overweight person, and I could never eat as much as Chantal does. And when I eat fast food, I can only eat it like once a week because it's so rich, it is so salt laden, it is so greasy, and I can't do it every day. I almost admire her for not croaking with as often as and the masses she eats. That fish dish, whatever that was with brown rice, alone I almost gagged, because she just kept shoveling it in, and without any problem seemingly. But at the end of every mukbang, she looks done. She looks completely exhausted and tired, and the toxins start working in her body, and it's just hard to watch. And so I'm not gonna do much content of about her on my channel. I'm gonna look for something else, maybe something more positive or funny, And then we'll see what the ladies do concerning Vlogmas. Like I said in my last video about Amber, if she does do Vlogmas, which of course she will, she needs the money, and we're going to listen to her complain about her life and not talk about weight loss at all throughout the month of December. So if these ladies should do Vlogmas, then I'm gonna combine, let's say, two videos and then do one myself, because I'm not gonna post every single day. I don't have the time. December is a busy month where I work, and I'm gonna be working until the 18th of December. That's gonna be, I think, my first day off. I would have to look that up. But yeah, so this is my overall take on Chantal. I can't do reactions to her. She's just mind-numbing, and the eating noises are absolutely unbearable. The speed in which she shovels food in her mouth, wow. And then she has food dripping down her face, and she doesn't realize it until later, or she was talking, so she's too lazy to edit it out. And no, absolutely not my style. But it's interesting to know that people like that exist on our planet. So there you have it, my take on Chantal Marie, Foodie Beauty, the woman that's killing herself in Kuwait, while the other one has moved to Oklahoma City to close off her life in the arms of her family. I'm gonna go. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.